Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. In today's video we are going to be doing a day in the lifestyle video where we go down to see my family. It's about an hour and a half away, and along the way we are going to share some exciting updates with you guys and share some big news. I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, make sure you give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. First thing that we are doing today is we are gonna go down to Springboro and hopefully pick up a baby carrier that I found. We've been really wanting to get one of the backpacking carriers so that Bennett sits up a little bit higher. We have the Ergo and he's fine in there on my back, but it's just like a little bit too hot for him to be up against me like that right now. So I've been looking for a used one on Facebook, and I finally found one the other day, but they said they wouldn't hold it. So I'm hoping that she still has it available. We are gonna go get that baby carrier. So that's what we're doing first. And then we're going to my sister's, and then we're gonna go to my mom's. And we are picking up some things from both houses that we need for a project that we're working on that we're going to talk about later. But right now we wanted to do a little update as far as coronavirus goes and what it looks like in Ohio and how we are dealing with it with our family. And I'm just looking at the ohio.gov coronavirus website, and it says that there are 62,856 total cases. There have been 8,701 hospitalizations in Ohio. And this is as of, what is today? July 11th. The way that we're kind of dealing with that in our family is that for the most part, we are doing grocery pickup when we can. If we do go to the grocery, usually only one of us goes, although we did have a couple of family trips to the store before the numbers started going back up. Today is June 14th, and it is the first time that we have gone to the grocery store as a family since probably March. We are going to go to Kroger. It's going to be very, very exciting. Now the numbers are going back up, and in Ohio there are 7 counties that require masks. We don't live in one of them. We are wearing masks when we go to the store, and I have taken Bennett with me a couple times, and if I have to do that, I just put him in the Ergo and carry him on my back. So I'm not putting him in the cart or anything. It just seems like an unnecessary risk to me. We are no longer sanitizing our groceries, and we were just reading an article that said it wasn't really necessary because most of the transmissions are through respiratory droplets, so close contact with people as opposed to contact with surfaces. Another thing is that where we live currently is an area where not a lot of people are taking precautions against spreading the virus, and so that has been a little bit tricky for us in going out in public and doing things. We haven't really gone to any parks, we haven't gone to any public places except the grocery store, and most of that is because when you go out in public here, most people are not wearing masks, most people are not taking those precautions that you see in other places.
People seem to be divided on whether they want to believe that this is a thing or not. There's been a lot of info that has changed on it, so as far as the risk level goes, it's really hard to tell, but just being respectful and trying not to spread it around, I think, is a good thing to do. You know, we're at an age where we'd probably be fine, but
yeah,
you know, why risk it over just some stuff you can live without?
Yeah,
that pretty much sums it up.
So we picked up the baby carrier. Seems to be in like nearly perfect condition, which is great. It's Phil and Ted's. It looks like unused, and normally they're $130 and we only paid $30 for it, so I'm pretty pumped on that. Bennett slept all the way here. Last time we did this trip, he only slept for 20 minutes for the whole day. All day long, he only slept 20 minutes. So he got an hour and a half nap in just about. So that's a much better start than last time. And we are starving, so we just ordered Chipotle. We haven't gone inside of any restaurants since all of this started, but we have gotten takeout a few times, especially when we come down here, because one, because they have restaurants that we don't have, and two, I feel like we probably trust the restaurants down here a little bit more. Where we are, it's a little more willy-nilly with what they're doing to prevent anything. Plus, the only place that we really ordered food from, other than pizza a couple times, Joel got really bad food poisoning. So we don't really eat out much. So we're gonna get Chipotle and probably eat in the car and then go to my sister's.
Yes.
Benny, you like your quesadilla and some beans?
Yeah, Mom.
Whoa.
Oh, yeah, they got the picture of it. Do you remember that?
Oh boy, Benny. Are you gonna ride on Daddy's back? Oh, wow. Are you in a riding backpack? He looks so big. I guess he just is so big. You look good in there, kid. Is it more comfortable than the Ergo is?
For me, yeah, way more comfortable.
It's got to be more comfortable for him too, because he's not like smashed up against you and all hot. Alright, buckle my safety restraint, please, says Paul. So we are leaving my sister's. We picked up a couple of things that we needed and a whole bunch of crap that we didn't.
Yay.
She was emptying out bins in her garage of things that my mom kept for 100 years. So I have a giant pile of papers from kindergarten through, I think, middle school, which are completely unnecessary, and some fun things like this. Oh, what a gem I was. It is about 3 o'clock and we are headed to my mom's house. We left home around 11, alright?
Yes, ma'am.
And it takes us like an hour and a half to get down here, and then we had to go get that back and we went to get lunch. So it's taking a little longer than what we would like because it's almost Benny's nap time again. We're gonna go visit my mom and he can just sleep on the way home.
Benny!
What's that? What are you talking about? What? He did not say that. You're tricking me. I don't believe it. That is a serious story you just told. So we wanted to do a little bit of a baby update today. That was Bennett's version of his update. He is 15 months old. He's giant. At his 1-year checkup, he was off the charts in height and in the 95th percentile for weight. So he was 32 inches long and he weighed 27 pounds, is that right? 28?
I think so, 27 or 28.
I can't remember. He big. And he's in size 24-month clothes, but quickly growing out of those. We did his birthday as a virtual birthday party, and we mainly did it because of coronavirus. We probably would have had people over to wherever we were living if coronavirus wasn't happening. But since it was, we did a virtual party, and it actually worked out really well because all of the family was able to come from wherever they were. And since we have family on both sides of the country, it was really nice to just be able to have everybody, at least virtually, together in one place. Bennett is walking. He's not walking everywhere yet, but he is able to walk like across the room or short distances, one place to another. But he falls so hard, his little legs are just so bruised up. He prefers to do a knee walk for the most part. I think that'll be it for now. We are almost to my mom's house and we'll probably see you guys after that. We are just leaving my mom's and it is 5:30. We have a car full of things at this point because not only was my sister cleaning out her garage, but my mom was also cleaning out her garage. And my mom has kept everything. So my sister had all of the papers from like all of our schoolwork and stuff, so she gave me that. And then my mom had like all of our childhood toys. It was really fun to like go through it all and, you know, have memories of it and whatnot, but we're trying to downsize things and I just got sucked right in and took it all. Joel just sat there quietly.
I was thinking, how much stuff can I fit in my backpack for this box car wheelie style trip I'm taking?
Yeah. We're gonna start the drive home. Be there in an hour and a half and we'll probably give you a little update along the way. So I wanted to do an update on what's been going on with Joel's work and unemployment since we moved and just kind of what's going on now. So after we moved, we were waiting for Joel to get a call back from Cisco to go back to work. We signed a 4-month lease and we thought if we can get through half of this lease before he gets called back to work, that'll be fine. He couldn't work for Cisco while we lived where we live now because it's 2 hours away from where he would have to go to work. So he heard back from Cisco a week after we moved as opposed to a month or two and had to go back to work. Rather than it being his regular shifts that he was working, they had him working for their sister company and the shifts were like 24 hours of driving time because he was with someone else. So they would split the shift, but he was still gone for the 24 hours. And that was just extremely difficult. He did it for a couple of weeks and we just decided that it was not going to work out. So we started looking for something else for him to do closer to where we were living, and we actually found him a job driving for a company that has a yard about a half an hour away from where we're living right now. So that's what he's doing currently. He was laid off from Cisco for 7 weeks.
A little bit longer,
yeah, before he got called back. And we still have not gotten any of the unemployment that we were supposed to get for that time. And our case was a little bit more complicated because we lived in California during the base period, and that means that they had to get more information from us. We had to send in proof of income from California, W-2s and that kind of thing, but they have to get it approved by the state of California. So not only do we have to wait for Ohio, but we also have to wait for California to approve it. How's your new job, Dave?
The new job is great.
Most of his shifts are from 5 at night until 5 in the morning, so he's gone for the whole night, which seems like it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but then he has to sleep through the day, and we have a baby in a tiny house, so it's not all that simple. Plus, if you watched our last video, you know that our bedroom is basically in our kitchen, which I have to use while he's asleep because I have to cook food for our child and myself and do dishes and stuff, so it makes it a little bit tricky, but we're making it work. It's not ideal, but it could be worse. It has been worse, so we're trying to make the best of it. We are getting closer to home. We're probably still about 45 minutes. The baby is sleeping. So we made it home, but I forgot to mention earlier that when we were leaving, Joel accidentally locked the keys in the house. So he is breaking into the door where we put the air conditioner with the styrofoam, and he's super mad because he's gonna have to retape it all. So we're gonna go in and get that door fixed up, get the baby some dinner, and maybe take him for a walk or something before he gets ready for bed.
That's not something people need to know about, is it?
Oh yeah.
Ow, my fingers in there. Hey!
Alright, so I'm about to make Bennett some dinner. I'm just gonna heat him up one of these. So those are really nice because you can just throw them in the microwave for 30 seconds, and he really likes those. They're actually really good. We don't eat them super often, but they're one of my go-to easy dinners. So Benny didn't eat much for dinner. His schedule's been pretty off today, so we're just letting it happen. It's okay. Oh, except now he wants, now you want to try to eat it? After Copper's already licked it? Ah, that's lovely. You want to get in there? Yes. Okay. Woof! Alright guys, so we are doing our bedtime routine for Benny. He is actually in the shower with Joel. Normally we would do like a bath, but Joel had to take a shower and this is just easier. But I wanted to show you before it got dark that we recently brought our trailer over here. So that is what we're going to talk about next. So, I mentioned before that we just brought the travel trailer here, and we decided that we are going to renovate the trailer. So, what we're doing today is going to my sister's and my mom's to get some tools to use because we are going to change the whole inside. We're going to just make it more comfortable, give us a little more space, change up how the storage is and how it functions in there, and we're going to paint it, and I'm really excited. But there is a bigger reason for why we're doing all of that, and we have decided that we are going to go back to California.
I'm going back to Cali.
It's very exciting.
We're in the middle of this whole pandemic thing, and it just made us rethink how we're living. And basically we have a place there that is out in the woods. It doesn't have anything set up there already. It is just a piece of land next to the river. So
Yeah, so the property is actually his grandpa's property, and he's had it since, what, like the 80s?
yeah, since I was born.
Yeah, so he bought it in hopes to leave it to his grandkids one day, so we have access to it, and we are going to take our travel trailer out there and park it and be there full time until all of this settles down, and we can use this time to build up what we want our future to be. So our hopes are that we can both be either self-employed or remotely employed. We want to have more freedom because our family is kind of spread.
If we want to be right there with family, we pretty much have one area of California or one area of Ohio.
It's hard feeling torn between two places, and for us, we would love to have the freedom to go to either place, not necessarily whenever we want to, but have more freedom to do that. When we go out to our property in California, we have the option to be self-sufficient. We don't have to be because there are, grocery stores and things that you need within driving distance. And it's not super far away. We can drive to town half an hour probably, but you are a little bit more removed from everything, which is comforting right now. You are not forced to be around people, and you have land to explore and things to do, and just a piece of land that is yours and safe. I guess when I say that, it sounds sort of like doomsday prep-ish, which isn't really our attitude about it, but we just want to have an option. We're not going to even get out there this year until it's too late to grow things or it's too late to set up a garden or whatever. So that's not really our main focus right now, but we want it to be an option long term. This is going to be the longest video.
You can just cut me out. Like I'll start talking and then you just cut right back to yourself. Well, thanks for watching, I guess. Hey, thanks for watching. Alright, we will see you later. Bye.
I just want to see how many different ones I can get out of you.
Thanks for watching.
What else you got? Was that it? Just the creepy smile.
Alright guys.
I just keep staring at you while you just keep doing different ones.
To my fellow countrymen, I thank you for watching and bid you farewell. Place where corn don't grow.
Please stop. Alright guys, so that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you liked it. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. We will see you next time. Bye.
Goodbye. Bye.
What else you got?
Goodbye.